doing? So we're in Ocean Beach, Doggy Beach here. I'm here with my friend Brian and my friend Steph. And today we'll have a practice on the beach, so you got the beach in the background and there's going to be pets coming in and out. As usual, life happens. Let it happen around you. Remember, there's all noises and images. Try not to distract you from your practice and from your breathing. Okay, so go ahead. Let's sit around, seated position. You can either open up your knees a little bit, place your hands in between, kind of keep your upright posture. Brian, can you hear me? Yeah. Okay, cool. Steph, you good? It's a little windy here. Now, don't arch your back too much, but come into a kind of a erect posture. Soften the shoulders, and then sink down into your seat. Shift around here, nestle, adjust, make any adjustments you need to make your seat really comfortable for you, whatever that means to you. Get really comfortable, relax your hands, your shoulders, soften your fingertips and your palms. Allow everything to sink down. No grip, no tension, no muscles. Everything is soft. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Begin to deepen the inhale. This is just your breath, your movement. The timing is up to you. The speed is up to you. The way your body moves is up to you. This is your breath. Find a couple of deep inhales and deep exhales. And as you do so, come back into yourself. Notice how your body feels as you breathe. Notice what's happening to yourself. Notice the breath, the length, and notice the rise in the body as you take the breath in, and the contraction as you exhale, let the breath out. Those are the body's movements to the breath, the dance of the breath, if you will. And allow that to happen for a couple of seconds. Stay with the breath, guided in and guided out. You be the author of the breathing. You be the witness and the observer of what's happening. Now begin to soften the breath, meaning allow your breath to happen involuntarily. Release, and just observe for a couple of moments the breath breathing on its own. Begin to bring your attention to your fingertips, to your palms. Move your fingertips just a little bit, wiggle them around. And then bring your palms together, your thumbs close to the heart. Tuck the chin slightly in. It gives you a slight bow in the head. Take a deep breath through the nose. Open up your mouth and sigh it out. Let's do this one more time with intention. Open up and sigh it out. And release your hands off to the side. Place your hands on the mat in front of you. Take your feet back. Get into your tabletop or your neutral spine position. Now we're going to start warming up the body here by doing a couple of cat-cows. Place your hands directly under your shoulders, your knees directly under your hips. Take a quick gaze. Make sure you're nicely aligned. Joints are aligned. Inhale, drop the belly, arch the back, move the shoulders away from the ears, lift from the crown of the head. Exhale, tuck the chin to the chest. Lift up, bring the pelvis in, belly button rises, chest rises, pause, pressing into the mat, lifting from the shoulder blades. On the inhale, drop the belly, gaze forward, arch your back, shoulders away. And on the exhale, tuck it, round, lift up. Now, move here based on your breath. Don't time anything, just let your body come in and come all the way out. This is unique to your own body, your own breathing, your own pace. But take the full range out and then take the full range in, whatever you are. One more breath here. Now, bend, twist, and turn and move around. Do whatever feels good for you here. This is kind of your exploratory phase. You're moving around, you're twisting, you're turning, you're bending, you're arching. There's no right or wrong direction. There's no specific speed you need to be at, no orientation. Just keep breathing and keep moving. We're close to an airport, so we'll hear a couple of jets coming in and out. It's okay, it's just sounds. And wherever you are, come back to your neutral table, neutral spine. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Kick back with the right leg. So right leg kicks back, dorsiflex the heel, point the toes to the ground. Keep your hands underneath your shoulders. Lower the right hip just a little bit to bring it in line with the left. Back leg is strong, nice and solid. Front hands digging into the mat, shoulders away from the ears, and prepare to lift your left hand forward. So reach forward with the left hand, balancing on the right hand and the left knee. Reach as much as you can forward, kick the back heel as much as you can back. Try to get a straight line from the fingertip all the way back to your heel. Draw your core inside the body. Lift the core up. One more breath here. Bend the back knee, see if you can reach back and grab that foot. Pause here, notice, adjust. If it feels good, you're balanced, dorsiflex the right foot, kick it up. If you have it, set the gaze over the left shoulder. One more breath here. Exhale, release the foot, bring both hands and feet to the mat. Shake it off. Let's do the other side. Keep your joints aligned, hands under the shoulders, hips underneath the knees. Kick back with the left leg. Left leg is strong and solid. Keep your hands underneath your shoulders. Keep that press into the mat. Lower the left hip a little bit to bring it in line with the right. Neutralizes the hips. Kick the heel out, point the toes down to the ground, as if you're activating your back of your heel. Draw your core inside the body. Lift up the core. One more breath here. Prepare to reach forward with the right hand. Reach the right hand forward as much as you can. Try to get that grip. You want to touch something, but it's not quite there for you. Kick the back heel back. Front hand forward. One more breath here. On the exhale, bend the back knee, see if you can reach around. Grab your back foot. Make any adjustments for your balancing. And then dorsiflex the left foot and kick it up. Keep the left hip down. Set the gaze over the right shoulder. One more breath here. Release, bring it to the mat. Open up your knees a little bit wider than you have them. Bring your toes together and then sit yourself back on your calf or your thighs, wherever you are. Adjust, make it feel good. Open up a little wider if you need to, close it. Make this feel good for you from the ground up to your hips. And then walk your hands forward on the mat. We're going to get into a child's pose. Keep walking as much as you can until you reach a point you can either drop your forehead on the mat or your chin on the mat, or just simply stay there wherever you are. Make this feel really good and comfy. Make any adjustments you need to make here. The shoulders, the fingertips, the hips. Find your child's pose. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Always when coming down into these sedative postures, try to maintain your breath. Try to keep that guidance in and out. At least pay attention and be aware of your breath. It brings you back here. It keeps you checking in the moment. One more breath here. On the next inhale, go ahead and roll up, bring the back up. Come into your hands and knees. Set your hands under the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Tuck your feet behind you, and then walk your hands closer and sit on the back of your thighs. So you're giving your toes a little bit of a massage there. We rarely use this part of the feet back there in the toes. So it's nice to kind of lean back a little bit and let it press in. And just hang here for a second. We'll be here for a couple of breaths. How you guys doing? Lean forward, place the hands on the mat. Now press down, lift the knees an inch or two off the mat and pause. So we're activating the core here, activating the thighs. Make any adjustments you need to make. Open up the hands, spread the fingertips. We're coming into a down dog, but we're stopping here for a couple of breaths. Draw your core inside the body. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, lift the hips, straighten the legs, come into your down dog. Walk your heels in place, right heel up, left heel up. Find some movements here, shift around, adjust. And then when you're ready, let's find stillness. Open up the hands about shoulder width apart. Spread your fingertips as much as you can. Keep the feet hip width apart, wherever that means to you. Press into the ground, press the mat down and away with the hands. lengthening the spine, bringing your neck in line with the spine, which means letting go of your neck. Let it go, let it dangle. Lift up your hips a little bit higher, press your heels into the mat. One more breath here. On the exhale, soften the knees and walk to the front of the mat. Take your time, take a little step at a time, coming into a forward fold on the front of the mat. When you reach there, grab your elbows, both hands, shift side to side, wiggle your head yes, no, just loosen up in the upper body. Release the hands off to the side. Bring your feet a little bit closer. On the inhale, slide the hands up, coming into Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Now pause here for a second and then get your back to be as flat as you can, whatever that means to you. Move the shoulders away from the ears. Press the hands into your legs. Notice you're pulling your spine out by doing so. Keep the heels in, keep the toes in. Draw the core inside the body. Lengthen from the crown. One more breath here. On the exhale, forward fold. Let it go, come down. Soften the knees, swing the hands above you, rise up. Take the hands up and high. On the exhale, hands to heart. Finish the breathing and release the hands off to the side. Okay, bring the feet together if they're a little bit apart. On the inhale, reach up and high. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale halfway, lengthening, adjusting, pressing into your legs, shoulders away. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, take your hands to the ground. Take your feet back to a plank position. Pause in plank. Keep your hands underneath your shoulders. Open up the feet about hip width apart. Draw your core inside the body, pressing into the mat, lifting the shoulder blades up. One more breath here. Bend the elbows, lean forward, Chaturanga Dandasana. Keep your elbows tucked in as you come down, halfway, up dog or cobra. If you're cobra, your hips are on the ground, your elbows are in. If you're up dog, only the tops of your feet are on the ground. Keeping your shoulders away from the ears, pressing into the mat, lifting the crown up, looking up. Exhale, tuck the feet, down dog. Lift up the hips, walk it out. Right heel up, left heel up. One more breath here. Bend the knees, come to the front, forward fold. Inhale halfway, slide your hands up, shoulders away, neck in line with the spine, exhale, fold. This time bend the knees, swing the hands in front of you, coming into chair. Lift the hands up, keep your knees bent as if you're sitting down in an invisible chair. Now you can choose to open up your shoulders a little bit wider, take the gaze higher, maybe spread the fingertips. One more breath here. Bring the palms together, sink in a little bit deeper. Right elbow on the outside of the left knee. Rotate to the left side. Get the right elbow to connect on the outside of the left knee. And then use that to twist your spine to the left side. Try to get your left elbow to be in line with the right, which means lifting the elbow up. Good. Keep the crown elongated. Draw the core in. One more breath. Face forward and rise. Release the hands off to the side. Shake it off. All right, let's continue. Bring your feet together, heels together. Inhale, lift up. On the exhale, bend the knees, sink the hips, chair, Utkatasana. Make any adjustments, open up the shoulders, set the gaze forward, spread the fingertips. Play around with this so it gets really comfy for you. Draw your core inside the body, bring the palms together, lower down. Left elbow outside, right knee. Connect first. Once you have that connection, now you can work on the twist. Lift up your right elbow to be in line with the left. Keep the gaze forward, elongation from the crown. A gaze off to the right side, elongation from the crown. One more breath here. Face forward and rise. Release, let it go. Shake it off. Okay, come up to the front of the mat. Let's get ready to keep going. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, fold. Inhale halfway, lengthening, adjusting the body. Exhale, fold. Place your hands on the mat, coming into your plank. Take the feet back into plank position. Roll over to the right side. Stack your hips, take the left hand to the sky, coming into your side plank. Lift up the hips a little bit higher. Nice. Take that left hand, reach forward. Left bicep to ear. Keep breathing. Lift the hip higher. One more breath here. Left hand to the mat. Plank. Roll over to the left side. Right hand. goes up to the sky. Lift up the hips, reach higher with the right hand. Legs are strong, you're pressing into the mat. Shoulders away from the ears. Reach forward with the right hand, right bicep to right ear. Lift the hips a little bit higher. One more breath here. Exhale, hand to mat. Lean forward, Chaturanga Dandasana, elbows tucked in, all the way down to the mat. Keep your hands underneath your shoulders, elbows in towards your body, feet together. Set the gaze forward, inhale, rise. Press, lift up, coming into Bhujangasana. Cobra. Shoulders away from the ears. If you're doing this, press down, lift up. Keep your elbows tucked in. One more breath here. There's a nice back bend. Exhale, come down. Tuck the feet underneath you. Come onto your knees first. From your knees, lift up to your down dog. One breath here. On the inhale, right leg goes up. Swing it underneath you, place it in between the hands. Drop your back heel, back foot be parallel to the mat. Back foot's parallel to the mat, front toes pointing forward. Get your balance, fix yourself. Inhale, lift up. Left hand back, right hand forward, warrior two. When you get into this posture, now you can start adjusting yourself. Front knee above the front ankle, front toes are pointing forward. Core is engaged. Shoulders are soft. Reach forward with the right hand, reach back with the left hand. Feel strong from the toes all the way up to your neck. Spine up, set the gaze forward. One more breath here. Lean forward, turn your palm to the sky, open up. Front hand goes all the way up, back hand slides down the back leg. Open up, exalted warrior. Keep the breathing, keep that bend in the front knee. Reach up as much as you can and reach back as much as you can. One more breath here. Bend straighten the front knee. Take the right hand, front hand, reach forward. Take the hips to the back, and then come down. Right hand to the mat, left hand goes up. Sink into that back leg, as if you're trying to sass someone with that back side. Try to get a straight line from the fingertips to fingertips. Looking good stuff. Keep the breathing. Now rotate. On the exhale, this hand, the hands on top, comes down to the ground, and the right hand goes up to the sky. Nice. Keep the breathing. On the exhale, frame the front foot. Lift up the back heel, square the hips, drop the back knee. Find your low lunge here, which means sliding the back knee as much as you want, keeping that front knee above the front ankle. Use the back knee to give you that intensity you like. Keep this alignment. Find that balance, and then come up, place both hands on the front knee. As you do so, you can make any adjustments here. Shoulders away from the ears, lifting the crown. Try to get your back to be somewhat straight. Draw your core inside the body. Stay here, enjoy this, or release the hands, swing them up. Anjaneyasana, reach up and back, finding a nice back bend here. One more breath. On the exhale, come in, frame the front foot. Tuck the back foot, lift up the back knee. Press your hands into the mat as you take your front leg to the back and up, all the way up, all the way up. And release it, bring it back down to the mat. Shake it off. Walk your heels in place. Bring your feet together, toes together. Inhale, left leg goes up. Swing the left foot underneath you, place it in between the hands. Drop your back heel parallel to the mat. Back foot's parallel to the mat. On the next inhale, swing up. Left hand forward, right hand back, warrior two, other side. Now make the adjustments. The knee above the front ankle. Back foot's parallel. Back leg is strong, fully elongated. Draw the core inside the body. Lift up to the heart, soften the shoulders, gaze forward, lift up the palms just a little bit to be in line with your side. One more breath here. Turn the palm up, lean forward, open up. This front hand goes up and back. This back hand slides down the back leg. Reach up with the hand and reach back. Find and feel the connection, the opening from the hips into the ribs, the shoulders, the elbows, everything propagating to the fingertips. One more breath here. On the exhale, elongate the front knee. Keep that reach with the left hand. Come forward, forward as much as you like. Drop down to the mat. Take the right hand to the sky. Sink into that front leg. Sink into that back hip. You're sassing someone with the right hip. Keep the breathing. One more breath here. Exhale, revolve. Right hand comes down to the mat as the left hand turns up to the sky. One more breath. On the exhale, frame the front foot. Lift up your back heels to square your hips. Drop the back knee, finding low lunge, other side. Adjust, move, shift, nestle, but keep this alignment. The front knee remains above the front ankle, toes are pointing forward. Allow your body to sink into this just a little bit, let it nestle in, take a couple of breaths. It's nice to let the body just sink into itself. When you're ready, you have the balance. Come up to the front knee, placing both hands on the front knee. As you do so, notice your right hip. Bring it forward a little bit, left hip back. Those are micro movements in the hips. It goes a long way. Shoulders away from the ears. Elongation from the crown. Draw the core inside the body. Set the gaze forward. One more breath here. Maybe on the exhale, take the hands to the sky. Anjaneyasana. Reach up and high and back. Find your back bend. One more breath here. On the exhale, frame the front foot. Tuck the back foot, lift up the back knee. Take that front leg all the way through the back to the top, all the way up high. And then let it go to the mat. Hey guys. Walk your heels in place. Hey, boy. Thank you. Hi, Luna. Soften the knees, come to the front of the mat. Finding your forward fold, buddy. Inhale halfway, lengthening, adjusting. Exhale, fold. Okay. Inhale, come up all the way up. Reach up and high. Exhale, hands to heart. Release the hands off to the side, shake it off. Okay. Come into your stance. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees, take the hands to the mat. Take your right knee back. Drop the back heel. The back foot's at a 45-degree angle, so make any adjustments you need. Back foot 45 degrees. Find your balance here, and when you're ready, press through the front knee and rise. Take the torso up, and take the hands to the sky. Now, we're in Warrior One, but let's make some adjustments here. Notice your right hip. Is it too far out? You want your hips to be in line, so rotate forward, right hip forward, left hip back. You might have to open up your right thigh a little bit or close it based on your proportions. Try to get your hips in line. Reach up and high with the hands. Draw the core inside the body. Keep that bend in the front knee. One more breath. Exhale, swing the hands behind you. Clasp your fingertips together. Press down with the knuckles. Shoulders away from the ears. Leading with the heart. Leading with your chest. As if you're being beamed up in your chest. Lift the crown up. Shoulders away from the ears. Draw the core in. On the exhale, bow forward. Humble warrior. Avoid that front thigh. Don't lean on the front thigh. Come off to the side. And come down. You can keep your hands where they are or lift them a little bit higher and forward. One more breath here. Release the hands to the mat, frame that front foot. Take the front foot to the back, find your plank. Lift up to your down dog. Walk your feet to the front of the mat. Bend your knees, sink down, take the left foot back 45 degrees. When you're ready, you have your balance. Inhale, rise, press with the front leg, and rise. Take the hands to the sky. Same thing. Where are your hips? Are they in line? My hip is a little bit, my left hip's to the back, so I push it forward, right hip back. Notice how my feet adjust. Make that adjustments. Hips are in line, draw the core inside the body, lift up with the hands, set the gaze forward. Bend in the front knee above the ankle. Back leg is strong and solid. One more breath here. Exhale, clasp the hands behind, knuckles together. Press down with the knuckles, shoulders away from the ears, leading from the heart, leading from the chest. Lifting up the crown, keep that bend in the knee, keep the core active. One more breath. On the exhale, humble warrior. Bow forward, avoiding the front thigh. Taking the hands to the sky. Keep the breathing. One more breath here. Release the hands to the mat. Frame that front foot, lift up the back heel. This time, take the front knee to the back, drop both knees, and let's take a child's pose. Come down, rest on your heels, set the hands forwards, open up, and soften your body. This is the ultimate softness posture. Come down, nothing to do, just allow your body to sink into itself. This is a good time to check back into yourself. Come back to your breathing, come back to your you. How do you feel? How does your body feel? One more breath here. On the inhale, go ahead, walk your hands in and come up. Place your hands on the mat, lean forward a little bit, tuck your feet underneath you, and come onto your toes like a tippy toe squat. That's a little tough to do in the sand, but see if we can get it. If you have this and you have the balance on your tippy toes, maybe bring your hands to your knees. As you do so, lift the crown up, take the shoulders away from the ears. Find length in your spine. Place the hands on the mat. Take the left foot out, place it flat. Take the right foot out, place it flat. We're going to get into our squat. And then move your feet accordingly, whatever feels good for you. This length can vary from our bodies. So whatever you are, try to get a nice, comfortable squat for yourself. Maybe you have a block underneath you, maybe you're keeping your hands on the mat. This is your posture. Move around and adjust until it feels really well. Wherever you are in this posture, see if you can bring your hands together, palms together. And then see if you can bring them close to the heart. What this does is it keeps the elbows pressing into the knees. So you open your knees up a little bit, using the elbows, bringing the thumb close to the heart, to the chest. Lift the crown up, find length in the back. Draw the core inside the body, always activating the core. Keep the breathing. The core is where you gain your strength and your balance. Release the hands to the mat and just come down to your tush, taking the feet forward. That was good. Bring your toes together, your heels together. Everything is kind of pinched in one solid leg. Try to get somewhat elongation in the back and the spine. Inhale, take the hands up. Reach up and high. Exhale, soften and come down. Forward fold. Nothing to do. Just release, surrender. And then come down to your forward fold. Hey guys. Try not to pull or push yourself down here. You're just letting gravity do its work. On the next inhale, come up. Bring your right foot on the inside of the left thigh. So bend your right knee and bringing the foot on the inside. Take your left leg a little bit off to the left side. Turn around, frame that left leg. So you're rotating your upper body to the left side. And then come down, forward fold on the left side, Janu Shirshasana. And then as you come down here, shift around, make any adjustments you need to make. Now, try not to round your back and come down. You can, but instead, set the gaze forward to the toes. What this does is lengthens the spine, elongates the crown. And then maybe try to get your toes to come close to your nose. He's fine, he's fine. On the next inhale, come up. Switch, take the right foot out, bring the left foot in. Left foot on the inside of the right thigh. Rotate the torso over to the right side. Frame.
Come on.
It's okay though. They're just being silly. Frame that right leg and come down. Soften to Janu Shirshasana, right side. both feet out. Find that distance that speaks to you. I like to put my hands behind my back and kind of shift around and nestle around. It kind of puts me where I want to be. And then from there on, I can play with the bend. Wherever you found this, whatever this means to you, see if you can bring your hands forward. If it's too much, keep them back here. Keep your body pressing in, lift it up. So you want to lift up from the crown, lift up from the neck, try to get flatness in the back. And then see if you can slowly walk your hands forward. Now, if you're good here, you can stay here. This is intense for me. I'm pretty reaching my limit here, so I slowly have to inch forward. And then I can slowly start inching forward just a little bit, playing with the breath. Keep the toes pointing up, keep the feet dorsiflexed. Some of us are super flexible, like Steph here. She just comes down and sleeps. But this is my limit. I'm in my intensity zone right now. No pain, it's just testing my limits. On the inhale, walk your hands in and come up. Place your hands behind you, lean back. Bring your feet together, the soles of the feet together, and bring them in close to your groin. So shift around, adjust. We're going to get into our butterfly or Baddha Konasana. Now a couple things here. You can either choose to grab your toes with your hands, find length in the spine, and then hinging at the hips, which means not rolling down, hinging at the hips, pressing your elbows into your thighs, keep that back flat, and try to find your edge in this active. Or the alternative is to come back to where you were, soften the body and round down. When we round down, we don't want to pull or push. We just want to allow the body to round into itself. When you want to engage the fold, we flatten the back and then we engage the fold. So wherever you are in this fold, just be humble and learn to mind and listen to your body. On the next inhale, come up wherever you are. Bring your knees up for a seated hug. So bring your knees together, hug your feet, bring your heels as much as you can close to your body. Get into a really nice squeeze here. You haven't seen yourself in a while and you miss yourself, and give yourself a nice big squeeze. One more breath here. Release the hands to the back. Start making your way on your back, so leaning all the way back. Keep your feet on the mat, keep your knees pointing up. Just lie down flat on your back. So go ahead guys and lie on your back. Keep your feet on the mat, bringing the knees up. So Steph, bring your feet in. Good. Brian, same thing, bring your feet in, keep your knees up. Open up your feet about hip width apart. So place your feet on the mat and open your feet about hip width apart. And then take the knees all the way to the right side on the mat. Take your knees all the way to the left side, kind of windshield wiping the knees left to right. This releases some tension in the hips, some built up tension as we flex and stretch and bend and squat. Come back to center, it's fine. Take the right knee over the left knee, stacking your knees on top of each other as if you're sitting on a chair cross-legged. Try to get your knees to stack on top of each other, which means sliding this knee all the way in, and keeping your left knee up. There you go. Lift up your hips, your right hips, and shift your hips slightly to the right. So press the left knee into the mat, lift up your right hips just a little bit, lifting up the hips from the ground just a little bit, so like so. Bobo. So we lift them up, we take our hips a little bit to the right, and we lower our knees down to the left side of the body. Nice, there you go. Now take the right hand off to the right side, take the left hand all the way to the left side. You want your shoulders to be flat on the mat. Knees to the left side of the body. So Brian, I want you to bring your knees all the way up. Keep going the way you are. There you go, like that. Reach back with the left hand, reach back with the right hand. Hands are touching, shoulders are touching. Set the gaze over the right shoulder, and then begin to soften the body here. Allow this twist to happen. Allow everything to sink in. No pulling, no pressing, no pushing. Just let your body sink in. Good to lift the knees back up. Open up the feet about mat width apart and windshield wiper your knees one more time, left and right, releasing any tension built up. You might have stored in the hips. Bring the knees back up. This time take the left knee over the right knee. Stack your knees on top of each other. Lift your hips up a little bit. Take your hips off to the left side just an inch or two and lowering the knees down to the right side. We're twisting over our spine to the other side. Reach out with the right hand, reach out with the left hand. Set your gaze over the left side of the body. And begin to soften. Begin to release and surrender. This is where the posture really starts taking effect here. When you soften the body, soften the thighs, the hips, the shoulders, the arms, and let everything sink in. Let your body find its place. One more breath here. On the inhale, bring your knees up. Open up your feet, hip width apart. Rotate left and right one more time. Find some release in the hips, the knees, the ankles, and so forth. Bring your knees in for a hug. Hug your hands around your feet and squeeze really tight. Maybe lift up the forehead to meet the knees. Maybe your nose touches the knees. Find a nice squishy ball here. Squeeze really tight. Release the knees as you take the heels to the sky, elongating the legs. Kick the heels up straight to the sky. This is our inversion part of the practice. Try to keep your shoulders on the mat. Shoulders touching the mat, heels kicking out. If you need to bend the knees, go ahead and bend the knees. Your legs don't have to be straight. Keep the breathing. And then slowly lower the feet down to the mat, all the way down on the ground. Take your feet all the way out. Lay down, you flatten your back, let everything go, turn the toes out, flop everything, soften the body, and let it go. Begin to scan your body mentally, from your forehead all the way down to your toes. Stop at every joint, every muscle, every feeling you receive. And notice how you feel. And notice how your body feels. And as always, allow yourself to experience the place you call here.